Dada J.P. Vaswani once said, and I quote, "So long as animals and birds are slain to provide meat for the man, so long we will not see peace on the face of this earth. If a man kills an animal for food, he will not hesitate in killing a fellow man whom he considers his enemy. The root cause of world wars is irreverence for life." Unquote. Thriving on these words of visionary wisdom, we welcome you all to the 142nd birth anniversary celebration of revered Sadhu T.L. Vaswani. I, Michelle Mahesh Kapoor, the cultural captain of the school, feels privileged to extend a warm welcome to the esteemed members of the management committee, school principal, school vice principal, school headmistress, teachers, valued parents, and my dear friends, to this auspicious occasion of the 142nd birth anniversary of revered Sadhu T.L. Vaswani, a proponent of vegetarianism who sought to promote the philosophy that there is but one life flowing in all men, birds, animals, things animate and inanimate. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. I would now like to take this opportunity to welcome our respected principal, who has consumed herself to change the society and light the darkness in the life of our students.
A very good morning, everyone. In the words of revered Sadhu T.L. Vaswani, the first fundamental right of every animal is the right to live. On behalf of SVISG family, I extend a warm welcome to the magnanimous School Management Committee, who has always led us to write our own success stories, illustrious guests, and our valued parents. I express my gratitude to everyone for being a significant part of our celebrations and gracing it with your presence. Dear children, the education that enables individuals to become the best version of themselves is fundamental to growth and development. The power of knowledge lies in character building. We must consider ourselves fortunate to be a part of an institution where ethics, values, and virtues constitute its heart and soul. Revered Sadhu T.L. Vaswani's unconditional love for all sentient beings guided him to continue his incessant humanitarian service of the articulate and inarticulate alike. Transforming his ideals into our actions has been our unfailing beacon of hope even in the darkest times. Adopting a greener diet leads to a better society and self. The available data suggests that vegetarians are more pro-social than omnivores and tend to have more liberal outlook. Consuming other creatures is morally wrong in its own right. It's less harmful to the environment than a non-vegetarian platter. A vegetarian diet reduces the risk for chronic degenerative diseases too. While we continuously strive to achieve greatness, may we not forget that the highest, the noblest virtue is compassion. Dada Sham. I now request the one who's a bastion of the philosophy of our revered Guru, Sadhu T.L. Vaswani, our working chairperson, Mr. Vijay Thadani sir, to illuminate the gathering.
My dear students, wishing you all a very happy Sadhu Vaswani Jayanti. On this auspicious day, I would urge all of us to together revisit Guru Sadhu Vaswani's teachings and draw insights to tackle the very current issue of climate change that is facing the humanity today. Sadhu Vaswani believed that the purpose of education is service. In his words, I quote, "Gather knowledge for service. Gather knowledge and be ready for that true life, which is one of offering, the life of yagna." Unquote. Sadhu Vaswani was a saint of great compassion and had a deep reverence for life. His all-encompassing love included not just fellow humans, but also animals, plants, and in fact, the entire creation itself. He had said, and I quote once again, "For me, not to love bird and beast would be not to love the Lord. For his children are birds and beasts, no less than human beings." Unquote. As you all know, Guru Sadhu Vaswani's Jayanti is celebrated as World Meatless Day and Animal Rights Day. These twin qualities of service to humanity and reverence for all life that we imbibe from Guruji have helped us in organizing ourselves to become active participants in causing the much needed change rather than just being silent spectators to the worsening problem that we have on hand. Our earth is getting warmer due to greenhouse gases emitted by human activity, burning fossil fuels, and deforestation. This is causing unseasonal rains, floods, droughts, cyclones, and hurricanes, whose frequency is increasing with each passing year. In last 1 month, we have been spectators to that. Unfortunately, the poor are more affected by such devastating calamities than the rich. The extreme weather conditions we are witnessing today is because our Earth has warmed by 1.1 degrees centigrade above the pre-industrial era. 1.5 degrees centigrade is the upper limit beyond which we reach a point of no return. Recently, at the Conference of Parties 26 or COP26, the annual climate change summit organized by the United Nations, countries debated and discussed on measures they will undertake to keep the temperature rise below 1.5 degrees centigrade while ensuring that their economic growth is not adversely impacted. In this context, it is easy to see how a service-oriented mindset, coupled with the deep reverence for life, as extolled by Guru Sadhu Vaswani, can help each one of us contribute to the reduction of global warming and arrest climate change. Each one of us can become change agents right now by committing ourselves to some simple habits and practices. I'll suggest just 3. First, we can become mindful of our daily activities and reduce wastage of electricity and petrol. By building the habit of switching off devices when not needed or taking public transport when possible. Second, we can become sensitive to our food consumption habits, especially meat and dairy, as scientific studies show that the meat and dairy industry accounts for roughly 15% of global greenhouse gas emissions. If each one of us decides to make a significant dietary change with many meatless and dairy-free days, it would free up millions of square kilometers of land currently used as pastures for dairy animals. This land can then be converted into forests, which would bring about a dramatic reduction in global CO2 emissions. And the third practice we can follow is we should not only follow these practices, the first two practices ourselves, but we take it on ourselves to spread the word and enroll others in implementing these practices as well. So my dear students, let us celebrate this day by resolving to take these three concrete actions to put Guru Sadhu Vaswani's message of service and reverence for all life into practice and thus lead the mission to a greener planet. Wishing you once again a very happy Sadhu Vaswani Jayanti. Dada Sham.
Thank you so much, sir. That was indeed motivating and extremely informative. We are so honored and privileged to have you amongst us. Every year, 25th November has been observed as International Meatless Day in Sadhu T.L. Vaswani's honor. Preaching love and reverence for all, revered Sadhu Vaswani believes that all living beings carried the breath of life. During his lifetime, he founded what is now known as the Sadhu Vaswani Mission, a non-sectarian, non-profit organization which believes in the unity of all religions and reveres the great ones of all faiths. To propagate the same message, we now have a song prepared by our students.
कोई तुझको काटेगा तो कैसा तुझको लगेगा, तुझको जलते अंगारों पे जब कोई सेकेगा, तेरी चीखें सुनने वाला जब कोई ना होगा, तब तुझे इन बेजुबानों का तजुर्बा होगा कि जान तो जान है ना, तू इंसान है ना, कि वो बेजुबान है ना, तू इंसान है ना। खुद को उड़ते पंछी की एक बार जगह पर रख, दाना पानी के खातिर तू यहाँ वहाँ तू भटक, गलियों के वो जानवर वहाँ तू कहता है, वो तुझसे बेहतर है जो अपने में ही रहता है, कि जान तो जान है ना, तू इंसान है ना, कि वो बेजुबान है ना, तू इंसान है ना, तू इंसान है ना, तू इंसान है ना।
Moving on, we feel delighted and exhilarated to exhibit and honor the teachings of our beloved Sadhu T.L. Vaswani and his unstinting efforts towards greater good of all in a presentation by primary students.
Greetings everyone. November 25th, the Meatless Day, celebrated to commemorate the birth anniversary of Sadhu T.L. Vaswani, reminds the world to stop all killing and be kind to every living creature. Let's have a glimpse into the life of Sadhu T.L. Vaswani, who was a scholar, prolific writer, social emancipator, and the living embodiment of an unsullied love that knew no bounds. Sadhu T.L. Vaswani was born on November 25th, 1879 in Hyderabad in a little mud house. His parents were very pious and led an ideal, noble and sublime life. Gentle as child Sadhu Vaswani was, he hurt no one, not even a fly. A fervent devotee of Lord Krishna, he always had deep-rooted faith in God. On his way to school once, child Vaswani happened to pass by a butcher's shop. He stood there like a statue, gazing at the awful spectacle of dead animal bodies. How could people be so cruel as to kill animals and deprive them of the gift of life? He determined there and then not to take non-vegetarian diet in the future. Vaswani ji, even as a child, took delight in doing the work of a farmer. He believed that even in life, pure thoughts, Fine words and noble deeds will blossom forth into the fruit of joy and happiness. On his deathbed, his father blessed Sadhu Vaswani with these words: "My son, you will grow and live a wonderful life. The very winds and waves will carry the light of your life not only to the four corners of our motherland, but beyond its shores. For you, my son, will be a saint." Living up to his father's words, with the center being God and the youth, he turned his attention to education and started the Mira movement in education, with focus on the vital truths of modern life and Indian culture. Implanted deep in Sadhu Vaswani's heart was reverence for life. His heart bled at the cruelties inflicted upon animals day after day for food. "Take my head," he pleaded, "but pray stop all slaughter." This deep awareness of the need for reverence for all life has been spread by the International Meatless Day campaign. For the last several years, scads of devotees have been observing November 25th, Sadhu Vaswani's birthday, as Meatless Day and Animal Rights Day, expressing their shared commitment to revere all forms of life.
Dance is a widely adored form of artistic expression. It knows no bounds and can be felt and understood by everyone. We now have a dance performance put together by our dedicated students, spreading the message of respecting every life that walks on this planet, far and wide.
बेजुबान हूं मैं, मगर दर्द मुझे भी होता है। मैं बयान नहीं करता, पर दिल मेरा भी रोता है। दर्द मुझे भी होता है, मुझे भी होता है। मुझे शौक से पालते भी हो, मुझे शौक से काटते भी हो। कभी भट्टी पर सेक देते हो, कभी यूं ही मारकर फेंक देते हो। मैं तुम्हें आस से देखता हूं, तुम पर एतबार करता हूं। थोड़ा प्यार से देखो मुझे, मैं भी तुमसे प्यार करता हूं। पलकें मेरी भी भीगती हैं जब मेरे अपनों पर वार होता है। मैं बयान नहीं करता, पर दिल मेरा भी रोता है। दर्द मुझे भी होता है। जब कांटा चुभता है ना, तो तुम भी चीख पड़ते हो। मेरी मौन चीखों को मगर अनसुनी करते हो। कभी भूख के नाम पर, कभी धर्म के नाम पर, खुद को बचाने के लिए मुझे कुर्बान करते हो। मौज के लिए मेरी भूख का तमाशा करते हो। कभी मेरा पेट तुम पटाखों से भरते हो। सच कहो तो तुम भी हम जैसे ही लगते हो। तेरी क्रूरता का बोझ जब मेरा नव शिशु ढोता है, मैं बयान नहीं करता, पर दिल मेरा भी रोता। बेजुबान हूं मैं, मगर दर्द मुझे भी होता है। बेजुबान हूं मैं, मगर दर्द मुझे भी होता है।
I would now like to invite our school head girl Sanvi Singh to present the month-long report on the Meatless Day campaign.
Month-long report Meatless Day 2021. On the auspicious occasion of revered Sadhu T.L. Vaswani's 142nd birth anniversary, we at SVISG embarked upon a journey to set our classroom culture up for students to lead with compassion. Blessed with the eternal protection of our beloved Dada, the school planned activities and solicited pledges from students parents, institutions, and companies to go vegetarian on 25th November. The students geared up and looked forward to a plethora of activities that educated, brightened, and enlightened the young brilliant minds for a promising and compassionate future. The month-long activities to produce forth compassionate global leaders have been designed keeping in mind the divine dictum, compassion is the ultimate expression of one's highest self. The Meatless Day campaign is aimed at creating awareness in the minds of the people in regard to the cruelties perpetrated on animals day after day. Young leaders of our school imbibed the teachings of revered Sadhu T.L. Vaswani on compassion and love for all living beings, as comparison will lead nowhere, but compassion will always lead somewhere by penning down beautiful thoughts. As part of the month-long celebration, the students imprinted the hearts of everyone with colors of love and composed acrostic poems on the topic Compassion, the Way of Life. They came up with different poems on the theme and recited them with great zeal, proliferating the message of universal love and compassion. On 27th October, students shared their varied experiences related to the values of kindness and compassion towards other beings. They watched stories related to humanity and pledged to practice compassion, kindness, and empathy towards all beings in real life, as humanity is the reason behind our existence. A PowerPoint presentation on the topic Mercy to Animals means Mercy to Mankind was shown to students to cultivate a spirit of compassion towards animals. It helped the students in realizing the valuable life lesson that animals have their unique place in this world. On October 29, a virtual inter-house Western solo singing competition was conducted for the students, paving the way to the melodious topic of Colors of Humanity. The competition aimed to instill the values of love and care in the hearts of our students, and also to spread the message worldwide through their beautiful voices. To elevate and enhance craft skills among the underprivileged students of Sankalp, an online skill-sharing session on designing bandarwals was conducted to help the students brush up their creative skills by experimenting with different materials and designing beautiful torrents. All killing is a denial of love, for to kill or eat what another has killed is to rejoice in cruelty. To encourage humanity to stop all killing and abstain from food of violence, students took pledges for the same on leaves and built a pledge tree with messages written on them. Fostering the virtue of compassion towards all forms of life, an inter-class poster-making competition was organized for students on the topic Be kind to all creatures. Students poured their hearts out in expressing their love for the speechless creations of God. They spread the message of abstinence from food or violence through their artwork. What humanity needs today is not merely philosophy or theology, but a message of reassurance. On 10th November, the students showed their creativity and technical skills by designing amazing digital posters on the topic Kindness is the best form of humanity. Trees give peace to the souls of humans. Aligning our attitude to this ideology, saplings of various plants were planted by students of our school within the premises, at their homes and surrounding areas to spread awareness about environment conservation and the need for greener surroundings. Vegetarian food leaves a deep impression on our nature. If the whole world adopts vegetarianism, it can change the destiny of humankind. Conducive to the statement, an inter-house flameless vegetarian nutritive food competition was organized. The young culinary artists impressed the judges by producing mouth-watering delicacies and enlightening everyone on their nutritional value. A group discussion based on why and how we should go meatless was conducted for the students. The students participated enthusiastically and highlighted the positive effects of vegetarianism on physical, mental, and spiritual faculties of humankind. If I have made one human being happier, one creature more comfortable, one heart more helpful, my day has not been wasted. To uphold this beautiful thought by Dada, the students prepared role plays on the topic No Religion is Higher Than Humanity, thereby invigorating their audience with a wise thought that humanity is above all religions. On 17th November, students ardently participated in jingle activity to promote vegetarianism. Through jingles and poems, they propagated the benefits of eating vegetables and conveyed the message to save animals, stop all killing, and adopt a vegetarian diet. Guru Nanak Dev's birth anniversary was celebrated by the students with immense devotion and reverence. They paid tribute to Guru Nanak Dev Ji by spreading his divine message of harmony, humility, and equality. The Mool Mantra, Ek Onkar Satnam, was recited by the students. The love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of human. With this vision, an activity was conducted for the students to create innovative e-posters on the topic One Life in All and to represent their thoughts of treating all creations of God with respect. To honor Dada T.L. Vaswani's beliefs and values about animal welfare, the students participated in a bird feeding activity. The aim behind this activity was to inculcate the feeling of kindness, compassion, and sensitivity towards birds and to help them appreciate the flora and fauna surrounding them. No nation is truly free until the animal, man's younger brother, is free and happy. Aligning their actions to this beautiful thought, the students performed activities on the topic Save Animals. They made masks of different endangered animals and birds and spread the message of Stop All Killing. Keeping in mind revered Sadhu T.L. Vaswani's ideals, a TED Talk was organized to give our young learners a window to the vegetarian worldview. The well-researched inspirational declamation aspired to direct the diet choice of its audience towards earth-friendly vegetarianism. Sadhu T.L. Vaswani proclaimed that the creation of God is bound by the golden chains to the feet of the one God, the one divine Father of us all. Those who concurred with this concept were requested to fill in online pledge forms to refrain from eating non-vegetarian food on 25th November, which is celebrated as International Meatless Day, to honor Sadhu T.L. Vaswani's birth anniversary and his efforts towards voicing the voiceless.
Thank you, Sanvi. Let us all commit to build a world based on the principle of non-violence. We now have a TED Talk presentation to guide people to consciously think about vegetarianism and being ethical and spiritual.
Nothing away from a human to be kind towards animal. Going greener with your diet, which is being a vegan, could be one of the most powerful and transformative transitions you will ever make in your life. There are 3 significant reasons that being a vegetarian will make your life worthwhile. First, it has tremendous benefits on your health and the health of this planet. It widens your circle of compassion towards all the living beings. Second, we all have heard the saying that you are what you eat. Your emotions, your health lies in your diet. Eating red and processed meat will risk the chances of cancer and obesity, whereas having vegan diets will make you healthier. Third, plant-based diet is a healthier choice as beneficial fibers, vitamins and minerals are only found in plant food. It has a wide range of nutrients. It has antioxidants and hundreds and thousands of phytochemicals which protect the body and support good health. We all know that the world is facing deforestation. From deforestation to soil erosion, from soil erosion to floods and droughts, global warming and species and habitat loss. But there is one major cause of all these global problems. Yes, you guessed that right. Animal agriculture. Now, away from the statistics, plant-based diet contains all the nutrients our body required. You want vitamins? Eat carrots, spinach, apricots, nuts, seeds and legumes. You want mineral? No problem at all. Have green leafy vegetables, turnips, broccoli, dried fruits and what not. If you go greener with your diet, take it from me, You are not giving up anything. You are not becoming a different person at all. It's just about finding your innate sense of compassion, empathy, and kindness that is already inside you. Bring it out to the world and embrace it. Now, it's up to you if you want the change or not. And I'm very sure you can make the difference. Thank you, Dada.
This is the time to acknowledge the talents of our position holders who faced many challenges to be pioneers. May I now invite Kritika Handa, the school vice head girl, to announce the names of our exemplary performers in various fields who made it to the top all because of their perseverance and constancy.
Prize distribution ceremony. Subject-wise toppers. Kavani Khanna of class 11th A gets Lieutenant Colonel Arun Lakhani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in English. She has secured 90.75%. Shreya Shukl of class 11th A gets Shri Hari Meerchandani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in mathematics. She has secured 98.5%. Shreya Shukl of class 11th A gets Shri Hari Meerchandani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in physics. She has secured 97.7%. Shreya Shukl of class 11th A gets Shri Hari Meerchandani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in chemistry. She has secured 96.66%. Shreya Shukl of class 11th A gets Shri Hari Meerchandani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in biology. She has secured 98.33%. Sanika Gulati of class 11th D gets Shri Hari Meerchandani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in physical education. She has secured 85.71%. Rishika Manav of class 11th D gets Shri Hari Meerchandani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in economics. She has secured 82.75%. Shubhi Pandey of class 11th C gets Lieutenant Colonel Arun Lakhani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in informatics practices. She has secured 85.83%. Meghna Malasi of class 11th A gets Shri J.H. Lalwani Award for getting the highest marks in computer science. She has secured 93.33%. Rishika Manav of class 11th D gets Shri Hari Meerchandani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in legal studies. She has secured 92.5%. Ishika Saini of class 11th D gets Lieutenant Colonel Arun Lakhani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in political science. She has secured 77%. Rishika Manav of class 11th D gets Lieutenant Colonel Arun Lakhani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in psychology. She has secured 89.72%. Naina Rao of class 11th B gets an award for getting the highest marks in painting. She has secured 94%. Bhavdeep Kaur of class 11th C gets Shri Hari Meerchandani Memorial Award for getting the highest marks in accountancy. She has secured 86%. Bhavdeep Kaur of class 11th C gets Lieutenant Colonel Arun Lakhani Memorial Award for being the topper in business studies. She has secured 88.75%. Hamsadwani Puri of class 11th B gets an award for getting the highest marks in Hindustani music melodic instruments. She has secured 88.33%. Now we have Mahindra Honour Scholarship awardees for the session 2020 to 2021 for winning the Mahindra Search for Talent Scholarship more than once. Sonu Mishra of class 8th B scored 97.6%. Srishti Shukl of class 9th A scored 94.3%. Sanvi Singh of 10th A scored 99.03%. Shreya Shukl of 11th A scored 95.08%. Next, we have Mahindra Scholarship Awardees for the session 2020 to 2021 for the recognition of excellence attained in academics. Rinalini Sinha of class 6th A scored 96.6%. Pradanya of 7th A scored 97.6%. Sonu Mishra of 8th B scored 97.6%. Shrishti Shukl of 9th A scored 94.3%. Sanvi Singh of 10th A scored 99.03%. Shreya Shukl of 11th A scored 95.08%. Rishika Manav of 11th D scored 84.5%. Bhavdeep Kaur of 11th C scored 83.67%. Freya Bharija of 11th C scored 83.67%. Thank you and congratulations to all the winners.
Thank you, Kritika. Let us take a moment to appreciate the efforts of our position holders. I would now like to invite our venerated school manager, Ms. Sunita Milkhani, to grace us with her thoughts and experiences and address the audience on this auspicious day.
You are all familiar with Sadhu Vaswani, who was born on the 25th of November and started the Meera movement to empower the girl child. His teachings have been beautifully expressed by Dada J.P. Vaswani in his various sermons and books. I'd like to share with you what I have learned from the great master. The basis of all actions are thoughts. Once we learn to control our thoughts, we develop positive attitudes, leading to a strong character and finally to positive actions in our words and deeds. The other major lesson is that we must give the 3 L's, that is love, laughter and life, to ourselves and to others all around us. May God bless you with the joy of giving on this occasion of our great master. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am, for an enlightening speech on the right way to lead our lives and to become better versions of ourselves. I would now like to feature some fine art actors staging a drama on the topic, No Religion is Higher Than Humanity.
An event is being conducted at a school where few children bully a Muslim kid for being born in a Muslim family. Let's see what happens next.
Good morning, Sukhvinder ma'am.
Good morning to you, Tusia.
Are your students done with the play practice? The show is about to start very soon.
Of course, I'll bring them right away. Also, I wanted to ask that have you checked if all the guardians are here yet?
Oh God, thanks for reminding me. I will definitely get to it.
Sia goes around the hall counting parents and looking for all the guardians that have arrived to see the show.
Yeah, ma'am, come here fast. It's an emergency.
What happened and why are you shouting?
Sia looks around and finds the kids fighting with each other intensively. She hears some of them screaming, "My dad said you don't belong to this country. Stay away from me. My parents said you kill people for land." And she was horrified.
What is going on in here?
Miss, we were all dancing and suddenly Anthony pushed Mohammed because he said that his parents told him Muslims do not belong to India and they should go back to Pakistan. Mohammed felt dejected and then I came up to Anthony and told him that it was wrong of him to be discriminative towards his peers.
No, Tanisha, Anthony did nothing wrong. Muhammad doesn't belong here. Pakistan is a country for Muslims, not for India. Anthony is a Christian and they dominate the world, which automatically gives him all the power.
Mohammed, boy, if you really think you're going to get treated equally here, you're wrong. I already told you, you belong to Pakistan. Didn't your parents tell you you'll not be treated equally here?
Yes, they told me that. They told me it would not be easy for me to be accepted because I belong to a Muslim family, nor it will be easy for anybody else belonging to a minor caste or religion to be accepted anywhere. But they also told me to stand up for myself and not being pulled down for being born in a Muslim family which I have no control over.
Girls and boys, enough. Y'all will stay quiet and listen to me now. We all might believe different gods from different religions and follow different customs and traditions. But we all have one thing in common, and that is humanity. If we are humans and we all are born equally as the other. Sanskrit took a birth in Jain family while Muhammad took a birth in Muslim family. But it does not mean that one of them will be bigger than the other.
Sukhwinder ma'am is absolutely right, children. Humanity is greater than any religion. Please treat each other the same way you treat your friends and family.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have criticized everyone's beliefs and customs.
Sorry.
They all give each other a hug and get up on the stage and perform a beautiful dance which left the audience speechless. In the end, Dada J.P. Vaswani gives a speech on humanity.
Greetings everyone. Humanity. Humanity is serving people without any selfish intentions, helping those who can't help us back. And it also means to treat everyone equally despite of their backgrounds, which God they pray to, which caste they have come from. Religion is made by humans. God has built us all the same. God has given us a heart to love, a mind to be passionate, and a soul to be generous.
Elaborate more on why people feel the need to discriminate others. Do you think parents have a huge part in this?
Actually, I do think that parents have a very, very huge part in this. Okay, generally, not all parents, but most of the parents.
Do you think love is more natural to the human heart than hate?
According to me, love comes naturally to human heart than hate. No one is born hating other person because of his color or race. People are taught to hate. And if they are taught to hate, they can also be taught to love. Hate do not come so naturally to human heart as love.
What law would you bring if you were given a chance to bring equality in schools?
To bring equality in school, we should have some code of conduct that nobody, no student will discriminate anyone on the basis of color, caste, religion, or anything else about that.
Tell us about one thing that showed a sign of humanity. Okay, generally talking about humanity, we don't just see a person who is caring and loving towards humans. We also see if a person is kind towards animals and other creatures. So this one incident took place. I just recently moved to a new house, and there was this female stray dog living in our building, and she's still sick. She stays sick, and she's probably old. So my brother and I decided to give her cookies each and every day, and to give her blankets so she can sleep peacefully during the winters. And it might be a small act of kindness, but it might have meant a lot to the dog. I cannot say anything on the behalf of the dog, obviously, but these small acts of kindness mean a lot to other people. It might not mean a lot to you, but it means a lot to them.
Thank you. That was indeed impactful in driving home the point that the sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Cakes are special in every birth anniversary celebration, as every celebration ends with something sweet, so please cheer up for a virtual cake cutting ceremony to honor the life of our revered Sadhu T.L. Vaswani.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to dear one. Happy birthday to you. From Happy birthday to you, dear Dada. Happy birthday, Dadaji. Happy birthday, Dadaji. Happy birthday, Dadaji. We love you. Dadaji. To Dada. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to Dada. हम अपनी के दादाजी के जन्मदिन की लख लख बधाइयाँ।
Selfless service is at the core of Sadhu Vaswani mission's activities. Sadhu Vaswani often said, "I have but one tongue. If I had 1,000,000 tongues, I would repeat this one word. Give, give, give." In bearing witness to this great idea of the founder, social service program was tirelessly carried out. May I now invite our Meatless Day coordinator, Ms. Anjali Ahuja, to propose the vote of thanks.
Warm wishes, everyone. I extend my sincere gratitude to the Almighty and our revered Dadaji for eternal blessings on us. On occasion of 142nd birth anniversary of our spiritual head, Rev Sadhu T.L. Vaswani, the school celebrated the joy, compassion and life-enhancing possibilities of vegetarianism through multifarious events. As I take this opportunity to present the vote of thanks on this occasion, I remember his famous teaching that it is every man's duty to love and protect animals against the cruelty of the butcher's knife. Hands were given to us to help and cure instead of killing, to bless instead of making war. On this auspicious occasion, like every other year, the school organized many activities woven around compassion, the indispensable quality of humanity. I am very grateful to the members of the management for their unfaltering support and faith in us. With profound love and reverence, I would like to thank our Honorable Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Santosh Vyas, for being the catalyst that always inspires us to do our best and stand as pillars of power. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to express my gratitude to Vice Principal Ma'am, Ms. Rajni Tekchandani, and Headmistress Ma'am, Ms. Dipti Sharma, for their constant guidance and encouragement. With deep sense of appreciation, I thank all the teachers for their untiring efforts. I would like to acknowledge our gratitude to all the parents for their unfailing support and motivation. Without you, the children would not have been able to outshine. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my astonishing stars who made the celebrations a success with their remarkable performances, creative work, and brilliant activities. Thank you all.
Sadhu T.L. Vaswani, an educationist and philosopher, was a sage of modern India. He was the living embodiment of unsullied love that knew no bounds, an all-embracing love that included all mankind, animals and creations. He cared deeply for the birds of the air and the animals of the earth, and he protected them whenever and however he could. He rightly said, and I quote, "We must aim at integral education, in which humanism is blended with the spiritual ideal. Education must teach students to stand up as soldiers of the ideal." SVISG upholds this vision and consciously deliberates to include a value-based education in our system so that they develop deeply into brilliant humans. With this, we conclude our program. Hope you had a great time. Thank you. Dada Sham.